Hey, my name's Orly, and I'm going to be guiding you through this 10-minute meditation designed to bring you from fight or flight into rest and digest. I hope you enjoy. Get really comfortable when you're ready and close your eyes or soften down your gaze. Notice the speed, the frequency, the depth, and the quality of your breath. Just notice what your breath is doing without you affecting it intentionally, without you changing it in any way. Simply observe it and notice whether it's hurried or whether it feels smooth and rhythmic. Lock in to your breath. Let all of your attention be there as much as it's possible. And as you focus on your breath, observe the effect the movement of your breath has on your body. See how your chest rises and falls along with the breath, and your belly too, and maybe your shoulders a little, and your lower back. And as your body moves, your clothing shifts against your skin. We connect with as many senses here as possible in relation to the breath. And even noticing anything you can taste or smell as you breathe. Noticing how the breath sounds. Now become as focused as possible in relation to your breath, as present. And begin to imagine that you are currently being drawn down a river, floating upon it, or a stream. And we notice that the river or the stream has a little wave to it. Like the sea, the river rises and falls as you move, as it carries you. And you notice that rhythm, those waves, they rise and fall in time with your breath. And you notice too that this river carries you quickly if your breath is moving fast. If the breath is slow, then we imagine that the river carries us a little more slowly and deliberately. And as we float upon this river, along with the breath, we do not worry about where we're going or where we've come from. We simply float and appreciate the journey of the river, of the breath. No rush to get anywhere. No rush to complete a breath. In fact, if we're able, we maybe start to think about slowing down those breaths now. Can you make them deeper? Can you imagine that the waves of the river that carry you up and down become a little more lazy, rolling, unhurried? And think about the rhythmic feeling of being lifted and drawn down with the movement of those waves. Rising and falling along with the breath. And there's nothing you need to worry about here. All of the elements of your day, which you may have been thinking of, worrying about, planning towards, they are not relevant right now. You know that as you relax into this meditation, it is okay simply to be here. In fact, you deserve it. And you know that it's important that you allow yourselves this time and this space to be with you, to be with your breath. We try and become more passive in some way, relinquishing that feeling that we need to be doing something. That's a learnt response to our conditionings, usually. A response to external influences and internal. Remind yourself that there's nothing you need to be doing right now, other than lying here, relaxing as much as you can. Imagine that the river carries you, that it lets you release and draws away from you anything that is unneeded, anything that feels heavy, anything you just want a temporary break from, perhaps. Like the slow and deep movement of your personal river or stream lull you as it takes the full weight of your body. And there's no rush to get anywhere with this river. There is no end goal. In the same way, there's no rush to get from one breath to the next. Everything is slow and steady and deliberate. And right now, that is enough. Maybe you observe that the movements of your mind have slowed down, along with the slowing of that river. Anything pressing is far away. You can come back to it, but not right now. Later if you need to. But for now, just be here. Breathe deeply, deliberately. Maybe make the breath even slower. And imagine the water carrying you up. The body light, that feeling effortless. And as you breathe out, imagine that tiny smooth wave carries you down and you surrender to that pull. Now the breath may be much slower than it was when you arrived to your practice. Hopefully the mind is feeling more focused. And we've switched any fight or flight tendencies to rest and digest one. Or we've begun to move in that direction. Even if the change is incremental, it is significant. And you can thank yourself for the energy you put into giving yourself this space to rest and digest. And hopefully you can take the effects of that meditation with you into whatever's next for you, into the rest of your day and beyond. Whenever you need to come back to your breath, you always can. It is always there. And even if it's just for a moment, if you find it useful, and sometimes perhaps you can close your eyes and return to that river and let yourselves be held as you so deserve. Thank you so much for joining for this meditation. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your day or your night, and hopefully I will see you soon.